Have you ever dreamed of exploring the ancient temples of Thailand, tasting that incredible food, and just diving deep into its amazing culture? Well, what if I told you that the next great travel revolution doesn't involve a passport or a plane ticket? Nope. It involves a headset and an internet connection. We're talking about hospitality in the metaverse. And you know what? It might be a lot closer than you think. No, really, just stop and think about that for a second. What if you could visit ancient ruins, wander through bustling markets, and see these stunning natural landscapes, all without ever leaving your living room? This isn't some far-off science fiction anymore. It's the new reality being built as we speak, a reality that was sparked into existence by a massive global crisis. I mean, we all remember this shift, right? Before 2020, travel was all about the hum of crowded airports and the absolute freedom of just getting out there and exploring. Then, almost overnight, the world just went silent. We were looking at empty terminals and closed borders. Global tourism, an industry that makes up almost 10% of the entire world's economy, it came to a grinding halt. And that created this huge vacuum, a real urgent need for a new way to connect with and experience the world. And right there, in that vacuum, is where our story really kicks off. With travel interrupted on a scale nobody had ever seen, innovation was basically forced to speed up, and that led to this unexpected digital revolution. It makes sense, right? With physical travel totally impossible, the demand for virtual reality experiences just exploded. If people couldn't go to the destinations, developers realized, hey, we can bring the destinations to the people. Suddenly, technologies like 360-degree videos and fully modeled digital locations went from being kind of niche concepts to a mainstream lifeline for a world that was just craving connection and exploration. So this digital boon needed a place to happen, a new kind of destination. And that destination, you guessed it, is the metaverse. So what is metaverse tourism, really? At its heart, it just means visiting an immersive 3D digital space instead of a physical one. You explore as an avatar, and you get to interact with the environment and with other people. It's been called another layer of the world, which is a cool way of saying it's a place offering travel choices that are completely unbound by physics or geography. Now, the secret sauce making these experiences feel so realistic is a technology called a digital twin. This isn't just some generic cartoon city. We're talking about a synchronous one-to-one digital recreation of a real place. So imagine cities like Chiang Mai or Shanghai meticulously modeled, so you can explore a virtual version that actually mirrors the real thing in real time. All right, so let's move from the theory to the practice. To really see how this all works, we're going on a virtual journey to Thailand to see how its incredibly rich culture is being preserved and shared in the metaverse. And this quote really gets to the heart of why this technology is so important. This isn't just about digital sightseeing, okay? It's a powerful, powerful tool for cultural preservation. It allows communities to protect and share their unique identity and values with the entire world, and to do it on their own terms. Okay, check out this brilliant example of this in action, the ancient Mount Wu Tai mural in China. It's incredibly fragile, and most people can't get anywhere near it. So, what did researchers do? They meticulously scanned it in 3D and built this detailed, interactive digital model. And here's the best part. They turned it into an experience. You enter this virtual space as a journalist, and you get to explore the mural's history from the inside out. It makes priceless heritage accessible to anyone, anywhere. How cool is that? These preservation efforts go beyond just sight to other senses, like taste. In virtual Thailand, you could attend a cooking class to learn how to prepare a complex tom yum soup with all the rare, authentic ingredients available digitally. But this, of course, raises a huge question. How do you convey authenticity when you can't actually taste the food? It's one of the biggest challenges that developers are trying to figure out right now. So, we've seen the incredible potential, and it is amazing. But like any new frontier, this one isn't without its challenges. It's time to read the fine print on our virtual ticket. And the hurdles are pretty significant. The biggest barrier, no surprise, is still technical. Things like the high cost of VR headsets and physical issues like motion sickness. But look at that next biggest slice. That's where things get truly complicated. Privacy risks. Just let that sink in for a moment. Experts are warning that the metaverse will collect way more data than any platform before it. And we're not just talking about what you click on or search for. We're talking about your movements, your health data, even your physiological body signals. The risk is that this deeply personal data could be used to manipulate your decisions. It's a level of potential privacy invasion we have never, ever had to deal with before. And the questions just keep coming. Who owns the digital version of a temple? Who's in charge of moderating these global spaces? And crucially, how do we stop a new digital divide from forming, where only the people who can afford the tech get to participate? These are the complex, ethical, and regulatory questions that need answers, and fast. But even with all those challenges, the potential impact is just undeniable. So let's look ahead to what really could be tourism's next frontier. Remember that number, 10%. That was the approximate slice of the entire world's economy that tourism represented before the pandemic. This isn't some niche market we're talking about. This is the fundamental reshaping of a massive global industry. And a reshaping that big means a profound shift in jobs. The skills of a traditional tour guide, those might translate into designing avatar experiences. A hotel manager's expertise in hospitality, that could be used for modeling 3D destinations. A whole new digital economy is being built, creating career paths that literally didn't exist just a few years ago. But look, at the end of the day, the goal isn't to replace real-world travel, not at all. It's to create a hybrid future, a future where a virtual tour inspires you to book that real trip, where digital access makes tourism more sustainable, and where people with physical or financial limitations can experience the world in ways they never could before. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If you experience a breathtaking sunset over a virtual Chiang Mai or share a laugh with a friend's avatar at a digital music festival, is that memory any less real? The lines are blurring, and how we answer that question, well, that's going to define the future of human experience.